Welcome back to Season 4 of Bracketdome. I am, of course, your host, Mike Passarelli. Joining me today are two groups making brackets and volunteering themselves to be punished if those brackets don't go in their favor. What's your name, partner?
Joe. I'm Michael. I'm Tom.
I'm Courtney.
Howdy, I'm Evan.
I'm Timmy.
I'm Alan from New Jersey.
Who are your final four?
Well, Mike, I believe in the power of friendship to get you to the Final Four. And I think that the four teams that are going to go play in Minnesota this year epitomize friendship. Maryland, they're the Terrapins. You know who loves each other? Turtles. Gonzaga, West Coast Conference. Everyone West Coast is friends. Tennessee, Volunteers. They love everybody. And of course, Northeastern, because Vasa Pushitsa, Sean Osius, they're all buddies.
Duke, Murray State, then I got, of course, Northeastern, and Ole Miss.
Duke, in there I had Virginia. I'm from Virginia, so I have to cheer for them, of course.
Nice.
I got North Carolina in there as well, so those are all one seeds, and I'm boring. But I got Florida State as well making the Final Four.
Okay.
Final four, I have UNC, Tennessee,
Oh,
Michigan State,
Okay.
and Florida State.
all right.
Louisville, Syracuse, Purdue, and Seton Hall.
Let's see, so I'm a very smart person, so I put Duke and also Florida State and Tennessee and Auburn in my Final Four.
Very smart. Very
Thank
smart. Smart picks there. How about you, Courtney?
Yeah, I was going for not getting punished.
Yeah.
Those hot Cheetos from last season still haunt me. So I went Duke, Gonzaga, Tennessee, and North Carolina.
Who do you have to win it all? That's what I want.
Oh, Seton Hall.
Seton Hall. All right. Okay. Shout out to New Jersey.
UNC, I'm going to go with, a legitimate team.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I went for Duke.
Duke.
The big D.
The big D. Tom, how about you?
I went for Duke, led by future New York Knick and teammate of Kevin Durant and also Kyrie Irving, Zion Williamson.
Two
I will be
Ds.
buying his jersey next year for the Knicks, but this year I'll be watching him win it all with Duke.
And I have my home state, Thomas Jefferson-inspired Virginia beating Duke in the end.
I have Northeastern winning it all. In the event they don't, I thoroughly believe in Gonzaga to win it. Gino Crandall is a pinnacle of human excellence and athletic mastermindship. This man can do it all, averaging almost 6 points per game and nearly 2 boards per game. You can't top that, Mike, and that's why Gonzaga is going to be the runner-up to Northeastern.
All right. Well, I don't know enough about basketball to actually refute any of those claims that he just made.
That's why I said them.
So Northeastern, our school, go Huskies. We made it. How far do you have them going?
I've got them beating Kansas, but then they lose to UNC.
Winning the next game and losing the one after that.
Well, obviously, Mike, I had the Huskies going all the way, and that's not just because I've been on a bender since I got back from Christmas vacation. We are in a sports renaissance here at Northeastern, and you can't tell me that Northeastern is not going to go all the way in every sport from now to the end of eternity.
I think they're going to take Kansas down, but then the next round we're meeting Auburn. They're a really good team. I don't think we're going to be able to get more than one Cinderella win.
Winning in the first round and then losing to Auburn in the second round.
And Alan, you got them going
All
the way. Did you choose them for your winner?
Yeah, I only have one bracket, and they win it.
Who's your favorite mascot?
Well, it's got to be UC Irvine. I mean, do you really think there's anyone better in
he's
college
got
hoops than the Anteater? There's all sorts of great mascots in the University of California system, but listen, Anteaters are undefeated. That's right. They have defeated every ant they've come across in the history of humanity, and they can't be stopped, and they won't be stopped
So,
in this year's March Madness.
Joe, have you ever seen an anteater in real life?
There's like 15 right here.
No school is quite a unique mascot as Washington, the Washington Huskies. I'd really like to see more teams have mascots like that, so I'm really digging that one for the tournament.
Well, I have the St. Louis Billikens for the simple reason that none of the people on this panel can tell anyone what a Billiken is. We have 5 people over there off camera.
Don't look it up.
They can't tell you what a
A
Billiken
bird.
is. You don't know what a
A
Billiken
plane.
is watching at home.
What
Timmy,
a
behind the
Billiken?
camera, you don't know either. And that's all. Thank you.
That's
what it is?
absolutely terrifying.
said-
I mean, I
What
gotta
is
go with the OG Paws, the Husky, the best Husky of them all.
Is another Husky?
You right. She's not wrong.
You know, he's
If anything,
he's
she's
a best
right.
friend to all of us. With his tongue sticking out, he's so happy.
It's just Washington. You think the Washington Huskies?
Why was his tongue the first thing you mentioned?
Finally, how did you guys pick your bracket?
I waited till the middle of the night when like the brain starts to turn off, so then I let my gut do all the picking for me.
That's a good idea, you know, just like our president.
So I took a look at Timmy's bracket and went the exact opposite direction, which actually gave me, predicted, results. So we'll see how that goes, Timmy.
I wanted Duke to make it all the way so that Northeastern could just slap the shit out of them. And then Ole Miss, they talk about it in The Blind Side, so I was like, easy pick.
Great movie.
And then Murray State, I really feel like they're gonna prove everyone wrong.
I basically looked at a bunch of, predictions, because I'm not a college basketball expert or anything,
Right.
and that's what I did last year and I won. So, and I went for some top seeds, because there's a reason they're a top seed.
Well, I traveled to the mountains of New Mexico and met up with famed college basketball announcer Bill Walton. And after doing copious amounts of ayahuasca, we traveled through the mountains. And at some point, I believed that I had become a dog
And this is in
myself.
the mountains, right?
In the mountains of New Mexico,
Yes,
of course.
right, of course.
And as you all know, Tennessee often has a dog on the sidelines at their games. And that was when I knew in my heart that I needed to pick them to go to the Final Four. As for the other three, I just sort of read what the experts were saying.
I like it, especially the part where you said there was a dog involved.
Listen, you got to go big or go home. It's March Madness, not March Blandness. You got to pick lots of low seeds to win a lot of games. I'm talking 13s and 14s going pretty far in this tournament. Once you get to the Sweet 16, you got to start going with experience, coaching, star players, and that's why I picked Northeastern in the whole thing, because Bill Cohen is one of the best coaches in the country. Vasa Pushitsa is a star player. And experience, who's got more experience than Northeastern? These kids go on co-op. That's the best way to get experience in the country.
It's actually something we like to call experiential learning. All right, that's all the time we have for this episode of Bracketdome. Tune in next week for a lot more. We got punishments coming up, and the games have just begun. I don't know about sports, so we'll see you next week.
Shut it down.
Tom,
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the bracket.
could you stop the camera?
Oh, yes.